Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel today. It's your girl Mimi. If you're stopping for the first time, you're highly welcome. Hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified anytime I drop a video. Alright, so in today's episode, I'll be sharing with you guys how to go about sewing your own handkerchief fleece skirt. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, please keep on watching and let's get started. So guys, for this tutorial, we'll be making use of this fabric here. I have my 3 yards of Ankara fabric. Alright, so the next thing we're going to go ahead to do right now is to make some calculations. Now go ahead and bring my waist circumference, which is 28 plus 2 inches for my zipper allowance, and that will give me 30, and then I will divide it by 6.28. If you're convenient in how to cut your fleece skirt, you will understand what I mean here. So go ahead and divide your waist circumference plus 2 inch for your zip allowance divided by 6.28. And for me, I have 4 inches. I'll be working with 4 inches. All right. So after that, I'll just go ahead and fold my fabric by 4. I hope you really understand. So I'll just go over this again in case you don't understand. Your waist circumference plus 2 inches divided by 6.28. Alright. So after that, go ahead and fold your fabric into 4 like this. Just the same way you used to cut your normal fleece skirt. So alright, so I'll be making my measurement at this point here, this edge here. So I'll just go ahead and mark my 4 inch. The 4 inches I got, I will go ahead and mark it all the way around here, just like you see me do. So go ahead and mark yours just exactly as you've seen mine. So I'll keep marking, and then after that I'll go ahead and connect the lines, this curve line as you can see here. Go ahead and connect your lines. And so after that, the next thing I'll go ahead to do right now is to determine the length of my skirt. But before that, I'll go ahead and cut out this waist area off. Hope you understand. So after that, I'll just place my tape off in 2 inches for my band. This skirt will be having a band. So go ahead and off your 2 inches. You can decide to use 1.5. You can decide to use 3. For me, I'll be maintaining 2. Alright. So for the length of my skirt, I'll be making use of 20 inches. So I'll just go ahead and locate my 20 inches there, and then I'll also make sure that I have the same thing at the other side. I also have 20 inches at the other side, and then after that I'll go ahead and trim the excess. I hope you understand. All right, so go ahead and mark your 20 inches or the length you want to be using. For me, I am using 20 inches, so I'll just go ahead and cut out the excess I have over here, just like you've seen me do. So go ahead and cut out the excess, and then I'll also repeat the same process at the other side. Go ahead and cut out the excess you will have, and that is basically all for the calculation and cutting part of it. All right, so after I was done, this is what I have, and our skirt is taking shape already. This is beautiful. If I want to wear it this way, it's perfect. But for me, I would love that sharp edge, that sharp point on my skirt to be much. I wouldn't want it to be just scanty. All right, so what I'll be doing right here is to fold another fabric, just like what you've seen me do here. I'm going to fold it on another fabric, and then I will place it on top of it. I hope you really understand. This is what I mean. You can see how this looks. It's very beautiful. I'm sorry, my camera is not capturing everything, but this is what you will have. And then after that, for me, I don't want to maintain it like this. I want to go ahead and multiply those sharp edge on the skirt. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and duplicate the same thing I have on this other one. No calculations again. So I'll just place it on another fabric, or also folded into by four, folded by four. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and arrange it, and then I'll cut exactly the same thing I have on this first one. I will be sharing the difference on how to achieve those edges. But first of all, just go ahead and cut out the excess that you have over here, and then repeat the same process on this other side. And now we have two skirts. All right, so now to get that multiple sharp edge on my skirt, as was shown on the picture, what you will do is you're going to bring one fabric, and then you open it, you will slit it at the shorter part of it. All right, I hope you really understand. Bring one fabric like this, keep the other one aside, and then open one of it at the shorter area, the short part of this skirt. Go ahead and slit it, just like you've seen me do. You go ahead and slit it open. All right, so this is me slitting mine, and then for the other one I'll be slitting the longest part of it. Remember, this one is just on the short part, and the other one on the longest part of it. I hope you really understand what I'm saying. Make sure you don't cut also on the short part of the second one. The first one we cut on the short part, and now the second one, now we are cutting on the longest part of this skirt. All right, hope this makes sense. So cut on the longest part, just like you've seen me do here. All right, so after that, our skirt is ready. Go ahead and place the two of them together, and then just keep it aside after placing them together. So the next thing we are going to be doing right now is to cut our band. All right, so for the band, remember we subtracted 2 inches from the waist part when we were cutting our skirt. So I'll just go ahead and place that on the band. So the length I'll be using is my waist circumference plus extra 2 inches allowance for my zipper. All right, so I'll just go ahead and cut out the excess, and this is what I'll be working with. Hope you really understand. So our band is ready. So the next thing now we'll go over to do now is to bring them on our sewing machine, and then I'll match the two-piece skirt on the waist. I'll just match them together, just like what you've seen me do. Go ahead and sew them together on the waist, just like you've seen me do here. All right, so go ahead and keep sewing till you get to the end of it. If you've watched up to this point, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you find this video interesting. All right, so I'll go ahead and keep sewing till I get to the end of the waist. So keep sewing till you get to the end of it. This is just to secure it, and then after that, when I got to this point, the next thing I'll go ahead to do is to also secure it at the sides of the skirt. All right, so just go ahead and also sew by the sides, and after that, go ahead and bring your band like this, and then bring your skirt. This is how I'm going to be attaching my band, because I want to have a very neat finishing. Go ahead and place it like this, and then you go ahead and sew, and then flip it over. Just watch, you will understand what I'm saying. So I'll just go ahead and sew it like this, just like you've seen me do. Sew it to the, you get to the end of the waist, and then after that I'll show you exactly what next to do. All right, so after I was done, this is what I have. Now you're going to go ahead and fold in your band like this, and then we'll be running a top stitch on top like this. This will give you a very neat finishing. All right, so go ahead and keep sewing till you get to the end of the waistband. Alright. Alright, so after I was done sewing mine, you can see what I have here exactly. This is looking very beautiful already. Alright, we're almost done with this skirt. So the next thing I will go ahead to do right now is to measure my waist circumference divided by 2, just to know where my zipper will be starting from. And then from that point, I'm going to measure 8 inches downward. This is to know where I'll be stitching, I'll be closing down after my zipper. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and run my stitch from this 8 inches down to the end of my skirt, and then after that I will go ahead and fix in my zipper. And that is basically all for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share and subscribe. Bye, and see you in my next one.